after taking classes, is your fear level going up or down?
That's a good question. I feel like I don't like the word fear. I think I'm more aware of how my data is being used when I'm using my apps. But fear itself, not really, just because I feel like everything's already out there.
Right, exactly.
After all these breaches, I feel like my info's already on there, but I'm a little bit more cautious about like when I access them. I usually only access them at home, or I have my VPN or something like that. I don't really use it in public Wi-Fi's. But to your point, I have a couple on my phone. I have Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. I use Remitly, which is a global remittance platform. So I have a lot of family in Venezuela and other countries. So a lot of times when I'm transferring money from dollars to bolivares, we do have to use like those MoneyGrams and Western Unions. But it's all now in the app, so I don't have to go into the store and know somebody's address and phone number and stand there for forever and call my mom because I don't know certain things. I can just use my phone now.
And how convenient is that? Because I think maybe if you ask your mom, okay, so how was this done a decade ago, 2 decades ago?
Oh,
you have to literally
1000%.
go and stand up in line and
Yes.
get those,
Yes.
for you to have access to that service. So, yeah.
Yeah, her experience and my experience are completely
Yeah.
different.
Totally different.
Exactly.
What are some apps that you guys have on your phone?
Mainly Cash App and like
Okay.
the banking mobile apps.
Yeah, that's
I just started using Apple Cash. So like I tested it out the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna send like $1 to my friend because I'm like, I wasn't sure how it worked. I didn't know if I wanted to use it. Now I love it. I love Apple Cash.
Oh,
So I'm getting used to trying to, I guess, non-traditional ways of accessing my finance, which it's literally at the tip of your fingers. With that comes a concern. I like that you didn't use fear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my language around that, because before taking classes in fintech, I just signing up for this service or that for service.
Yeah.
Take my information. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I really was not that concerned with it. So maybe I was, a cyber attacker's dream come true, because I was just, putting my information out there. And after starting to take these courses, then I realized I have to be a lot more conservative with how I give my information and which, sites or apps or what have you have my information, because data is such a
so valuable.
It's so valuable.
So much more valuable than anything ever before.
Exactly.
So, quick question, because this happens to me when I'm like at the gas pump or I'm in Walmart or something, and you know how certain POS devices give you the option to either like tap or you can swipe your card, or if you have the EMV, you can insert it. I'm so apprehensive now about swiping my card or like inserting the chip. I will just, if they don't have tap to pay, I'm tapping to go. Like I'm leaving the store because
exactly.
I just feel really apprehensive about it after learning how certain, the stripe on the card is so much easier to get
I'm
the
right there
data.
with you.
Exactly.
I'm right there with you.
Are
I
you
actually
okay?
check the
Okay.
payment, whatever payment module they got there.
Yeah.
I actually pull on it to make sure it can't come off.
Exactly.
Because that's how they
I
get
thought
the
I was
card.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah,
before
yeah,
chip
yeah.
cards, when it was just a swipe,
Swipe.
then they can, they can,
Copy all that.
copy all that information, and then, of
Yep.
course, you get your,
You end up getting called at like 3 in the morning talking about,
Exactly.
did you
Did
purchase
you
$500 in Afghanistan?
Exactly.
Like, no.
So, because of that, because I was so apprehensive to use tap to pay, or not really tap to pay, but use my mobile to pay for
Oh, your
services.
e-wallets?
Exactly.
Okay.
To use my e-wallet. So
Yeah.
I only recently started using it, maybe a couple months ago, after I started taking my fintech courses, because I'm like, this is the best way for me to do it, the most secure way for me to do it. I'm gonna use my e-wallet to go ahead.
See, I
and pay
feel
for
bad
everything.
saying this, but I do have to be transparent. Like,
Yeah.
I know that e-wallets are a lot safer.
Yeah.
I just don't know why in the back of my head I'm like, we're not ready for that yet. We're gonna keep on with the credit cards
See,
for now.
That's what I was talking about, changing the way that we do business and the way that we live our daily lives. It's really hard to break habits.
It is. For me, it's trust. I just
Yeah.
feel like everything's so digitized. And
Yeah.
I almost feel like, when is it gonna be like too far?
When is-
when am I gonna have a
exactly.
chip on my wrist that I'm just paying for stuff? So obviously it's not getting to that point yet, because it's just e-wallets. But I'm more open to it now just because I see more people around me using it. So it creates this idea of, again, going back to Dr. Godby's point of like, you have to create trust in whatever it is,
Very true.
whatever payment platform it is. So.
Well, that's what's changed for me, because you two are light years ahead of me. I told you about my envelopes with all my money
Yes.
for each bill. I still
Yeah.
do it that way.
Yeah.
But starting with FinTech, it actually like let me know, hey, this is actually still, it's pretty secure. You know, so the only apps I really had was my apps that I did for stock trading and my banking app. But now I got Cash App. I'm okay with paying for certain things electronically.
Yeah.
I still carry a lot of cash
Yeah.
sometimes, but because of FinTech, it actually changed the way I looked at it. So because now I have an understanding of what's going on.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
I have a question for you. When you write those checks, do you actually go to the bank and deposit, or you use your mobile app?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh no, so it depends.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm writing the check,
Uh-huh.
I just write the check and give it to the other person and
Okay.
let them
Okay.
do. But for me, if I'm my rent, for instance,
Mhm.
it's online,
Mhm.
but I can pay with check. So I go get the check
okay.
and then take the picture online. But I will only do that at home.
Yeah.
So I can set up my VPN. I know that it's on my private connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'll ever do
Yeah.
it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.